Coming up next, it's a UFC light heavyweight division collision.
You ready? You ready to fight?
All right, crowd getting excited as this fight gets underway, and you hate to call any fighter on this UFC roster a specialist, but on one side, you have a definite striker taking on a true 5'2".
And you see a guy in the striker who knows exactly who he is. He knows where the fight needs to be. He knows what he has to do in order to be successful. Let's see if he can keep his opponent off of him.
Well, we talked about his reach advantage off the top. Made good use of it there with that punch, DC.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
His opponent could be out of here soon, DC.
It's almost done. I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, you don't know whether to run, hide, grab, or wrestle. He's confused. He's as confused as he was on his first test in elementary school.
All right, so huge right hand! Back to the feet.
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Oh, he's got it going now. Nice connection there, DC.
Another punch land.
Right there is a high-level knockout, ladies and gentlemen. Crowd absolutely loving it. Just a perfect shot to end the fight. Landed flush. I'm not even sure his opponent saw it coming. So a huge... It's a light heavyweight matchup between Daniel Cormier and Jon Jones.
Ready? Are you ready?
Well, I'm anxious, champ. It doesn't get a whole lot bigger or better than this. They have locked the door behind two of the best to ever do it again. Jon Jones, Daniel Cormier. Your thoughts on this meeting tonight?
This is a big fight. It's always a big fight. The fans come out. They buy the pay-per-view. The fight has everything, the intrigue, the backstory. They finally get locked into the octagon for the third time. So many people have waited for this. No one has waited more than both of these competitors.
And all indications are that Cormier has put in the training camp of his life. Nobody motivates you more than Johnny Bones.
Absolutely.
Well, we talked about his reach advantage off the top. Made good use of it there with that punch, DC.
Beautiful strike.
Well, DC, headgear's not allowed, but he has raised the hands, and he's doing a nice job protecting the dome.
He's doing a great job of blocking his head. A lot of times, those shots to the head will knock you out. Not this time. This guy's making sure nothing lands. Ooh, head kick landed. Was hurt.
Nice straight right lands. Bleeding from his cheek now. Just over 3 minutes now to go.
Can't take many of those. You better check.
So just over 20 total strikes have landed thus far. Here, DC, and one more of those. He might...
I mean, the fight is going to be over. I can't believe he's still standing. That shot landed perfect.
Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively.
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Lands a nice one, too. Oh! And just like that, the fight is over.
He's done. He's done.
Yeah, that right there is a high-level knockout, ladies and gentlemen. Crowd absolutely loving it. Just a perfect shot to end the fight. Landed flush. I'm not even sure his opponent saw it coming. So a huge, huge...
Are you ready? Ready? Fight! Show me what you got.
Coming up next, it's a heavyweight clash between Alexander Gustafsson and Daniel Cormier.
Ready. Ready, fight.
Well, big time deal in this arena. One of the bigger fights we can actually put together. Daniel Cormier versus Alexander Gustafsson. You guys met once before, and I know you still believe this is one of the... Oh!
He's done! He's done!
Oh! Well, he's up.
Oh! He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Really exploiting his reach advantage as he landed the jab there, DC. Man, DC, his hands look good. A lot of volume, a lot of accuracy tonight.
He's doing a great job being accurate, but he's also very fast. Look at the hand speed.
Right. Oh, yes, it is a lost art in mixed martial arts. Not just the jab, but the double jab.
I mean, a beautiful double jab. That thing's throwing right from the chin, too.
Oh, and there he goes, working off that jab again. How's your jab?
I mean, the jab's nice. I love throwing the jab. But you realize that as MMA evolves, guys will start to fight behind a very educated jab. It's just like boxing. The most thrown punch, and the first one you learn is a jab.
Right.
And in MMA, guys are starting to take that same approach because it is such an effective weapon.
So just over 20 total strikes have landed for Alexander Gustafsson. All right, so a nice job there defensively to raise the guard and prevent any damage.
Those hands never leave where they're supposed to be, and if you do that, most times you will block the shot that's incoming. Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one up?
Oh, and there's another leg kick for good measure. So doing a really good job with that weapon here tonight, and if you're trying to slow your opponent down, mission accomplished so far.
When you can land that many leg kicks, you start to affect the movement. You start to affect the hands. Everything changes when you're blasting someone over and over and over with leg kicks, and you start to see the damage, not only in the leg, but in the facial expression of his opponent.
Gustafsson gets caught with that punch. Whoa!
He's hurt bad.
Whoa! Gets up again here, but oh! And just like that, the fight is over.
He got him! What a performance!
Yeah, that right there is a high-level knockout, ladies and gentlemen. Crowd absolutely loving it. Just a perfect shot to end the fight. Landed flush. I'm not even sure his opponent saw it coming. So a huge, huge win for... All right, straight ahead, it's a light heavyweight matchup between Daniel Cormier and Anthony Johnson.
You ready? Are you ready?
Round one is underway between one of the more well-rounded fighters in this division against maybe the best grappler in this division. Going to be interesting to see how it plays out stylistically.
Yeah, you would think that he would just avoid grappling at all costs because he seems to have a clear advantage on the feet. But we've seen guys fight with their egos before. Let's see how he approaches this matchup.
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by the jump.
Beautiful jab by him there, really taking advantage of what is an obvious edge and reach.
Big kick.
Just misses with the jab there. Continues to mix it up, going to the head, mixing in some body shots. These guys throwing early.
Over and over, he's landing these big body kicks.
Oh, and he lands a punch there. Good connection by him on that.
Great connect, so fast, so accurate. And watch the ability to land anywhere.
Oh, and there he goes working off that jab again. How's your jab?
I mean, the jab's nice. I love throwing the jab. But you realize that as MMA evolves, guys will start to fight behind a very educated jab. It's just like boxing. The most thrown punch, and the first one you learn is a jab.
Right.
And in MMA, guys are starting to take that same approach because it is such an effective weapon.
26 total strikes have landed thus far for Daniel Cormier. Punch coming, it's blocked. Oh, nice connection there with a punch, DC. Oh, he's got it from here. Just, oh! Oh, he might be out.
It's over. Oh, my goodness. What a fight.
Yeah, man, crowd loving it. Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Really just the way he drew it up. He found the opening and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done to finish the fight. All right, let's get And coming up next, it's a light heavyweight matchup between Jon Jones and Daniel Cormier.
You ready?
Well, some would argue this is the greatest rivalry, not just in modern-day mixed martial arts, but in UFC history. Of course, it is Jon Jones, Daniel Cormier. Act 3 is underway. How do you see things playing out early?
How do you not call it the greatest rivalry of all time when you have two fighters that could potentially be called the greatest fighter of all time and 1B? They're so good. Both fighters have accomplished so much. Two of the most skilled guys to ever step foot in the octagon, fighting each other for a third time. Big fight feel tonight in the arena.
Really making it. Oh!
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right time. Holy smokes.
Back to the feet. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by the judge.
As they're exchanging leather early. Oh! An elbow!
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Man! Oh! And just like that, the fight is over.
He's done. He's done. Oh, my goodness. What a fight.
And don't be surprised to see him win a $50,000 performance bonus by the end of the night as he stops his opponent there in his tracks, courtesy of that elbow. You know it's been a part of his repertoire for a long time. Beautiful technique. He's got a lot of power with that limb. And he's...
Ready. Ready to fight.